Right, yo guys, so okay, coming at you with a brand new video on how to get this MW2R modded client. It is, I believe, just a Modern Warfare 2 Zombies client. It does allow the mod directly, but there is also the standalone client. Now I will quickly just mention I have made a copy of my MW2R in here in Call of Duty games and just called it MW2R, which is right there as you can see. Also I've got my original one which is just there. I only made a copy just for peace of mind, just so if anything goes wrong I can fix it. We don't break the other one itself, but obviously you don't have to. But obviously we need to open that. Next thing we need to do is open this right here, and I will be linking this in the description. All we're going to do is right click copy, right click and paste. So that's them out of the way. I'm going to drag that out of the way because I know that's the one I've done. We're now going to open this one, which is the EXE. We're going to copy that one. We're going to drag that out of the way so we don't have to look at it. We're going to full screen right here. We're going to click on paste and we should be able to launch it. Obviously you're going to get a prompt from Windows. We'll click run anyway. It's going to download anything it might need, which is kind of nice. I'll take premise that this is pretty much like how it used to be back in the day with these clients, and it will just run the normal Modern Warfare 2 MW2R. It'll just simply update it with this, and so I'm making a separate copy. Now if I can see that it doesn't actually interfere with the game itself, I will happily just delete this extra copy I've made and then drag them over properly. But I just feel like for the sake of this video, to make sure it all works, do it on a clean copy, so there's no issues. Just going to see how quick this goes. If it seems to take a while, then I'll just do a quick stop and start, and then I'll be right, obviously be back when it's done. But we're just going to give it a minute or two, see how far it goes. And if it looks like it's going to take a while, then we'll just do a quick stop and start. Right guys, I'm going to call it there, and we will be right back once this is finished. It'll be a few seconds for you, so we will be right back. Right guys, we are back. Everything is set up, and I've had to relaunch this PC a lot of gazillion times. To cut a long story short, I would just presume this gets updated as and when, but regardless, we have it right here. I'm just going to quickly send you to desktop so I can minimize that for now. As you can see, it is right here. I'm just going to rename that to MW2R. It's basically like a zombies mod for MW2R, and it finally works. I'm going to whip out the old controller. I've got that set up where I want it. If I was to click, it's annoying me a little because you can't use controller and I can't do full screen rendered, which is baffling the living shite out of me right now. There's one thing I'm going to quickly check. So if I go into mods, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I would just take premise that I could just possibly copy that into here, and I'm going to try that later. I can't, oh my god. On Memento. Yeah, I know I'm faffing about right now, but I'm going to delete that. So the thing I wanted to quickly check was, could I possibly copy that in to mods? I'd say now I'm not 100% about would work. It's more just as a, I want to try it, let's say. So when I quickly let that do its thing, I'm going to see what it's like running the actual exe. Bear with me while I have a drink. But without further ado, I'm going to do a few quick tests. So before I do anything, I'm just going to drag that there. Anyway, the brightness decides it doesn't want to work, which in itself is a pain. And it annoys me because you can't do fucking max resolution. Let's see if that fixes it. Anyway. Bruh. How have you just shot up? I was gonna say. So I'm just gonna pick Dries because why not? I have zero clue if my controller's gonna work. I'm just going to mention that right now. Server disconnected. Ooh, yes, ooh. Let's try and nudge. I feel like I may have to run it in some other means. So I may need to let them know in the Discord if I've set it up. But regardless, we're going to try it through normal MW2R. And yeah, just to see how we do. See if it works running it as a mod. Let's go to mods. It makes me think of that. It's right there, so I'm just going to click launch. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, we're going to find out. So running the mod seems to just bug it out more than anything. So it may need the launcher itself. No, as you can see, it's right there. Just quit. And I'm going to delete that out of there. I may get away with doing it through normal MW2R now that it's set up. So if we click on create, oh no, because we purely server based, what I mean done. Let's just click on, yes, they're all okay. So if I click on join game, just change it by ping. If I can't find it now, I would just presume MW2R, yeah. Mix maps, Just add you to favourites. See if there's any more lawyering. I feel like that might be the only one in here. Yeah, so we're going to try that one and just see what it does. If anything. So we're going to let this do its thing. Oh, should hear me rattling my bottle in the background trying to grab it. So I'm presuming this will allow me to play the mod. I don't know if this is going to kick me or not, because if it does, I'm going to presume I need to let the people who make this modded client know of, yeah. Oh, I'm in. We're at rank 1, okay. So I've got my normal controls. So I could in theory just shortcut the where's my points? Oh, I just saw them. That took me a minute to see. Okay, so I'm getting the gist of this. So we've got, so there's upgraded ammo as well, so 500 for that. With a code. We have dead shot. Drop on. Okay, we have custom music. Okay, this is kind of cool. We just took a little bit to fast with. So I'm presuming if I was to back out, it would allow me to load the mod. Ow. Yeah, and you level up as normal, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so you actually have ranks as well. That's cool. Ah, this actually gives me a new incentive to want to fucking play this. Kind of cool. I don't even register. What round am I even on? I don't know. Okay. So the green one for me is it runs off SND, and the bottom one is how many enemies are left, maybe. So I'm currently on round 2. Yeah. So that would presumably change to round 3. It kind of took me a minute to notice. So we're just going to buy this all regardless. So we have a box location there. Is there anything else I can possibly see? Yeah, we're in round 3. There's 13 zombies. There's another door right there. my end is well off. Well, a score of 800. Quick revive! Let's just have a gander to the old boxy real quick. Alright then, Thunder Gun! It's actually proper imported, that's madness. But I'm just going to leave it there because I want to see if it keeps the mod loaded. So if I go to the mods, oh yeah, you've loaded right there, so I can click on load. And it's properly loaded, so I don't know which I can use. So that'll be Verrupt. I'm going to try that. Just on odds. Oh yeah, World of Wars multiplayer map, damn it. Get too excited with these. I need to know what maps it has. So I'm going to just end that real quick. Now you've got, like I said, the original right there. But I'm going to reopen this. Fangs don't even give me a chance to do anything. So if I was to relaunch that. I'll load them properly. They will load. Like, you've got the original launcher if you want to do the specific servers, which is kind of handy. There's even one there for Doritos. And that even uses that server as well, which is super handy. So can I sort them by ping real quick? Yeah, I know this video is going to be going on for a wee bit, but I'm nosying. And whilst it's on me brain, if what am I doing? I'm going to just do it that way. It'll be much easier with allocation. So if I can find MW2R, I was hoping I could see the maps, possibly. Yeah. I wanted to just try and create a game and possibly see what you could do with it. As I zoom all the way down to the IWX server, it's got Doritos on it. When I find it, I've lost it now. You're right there. I'll let this one do its thing, and then I'll leave it at that. I said, this is going on for a long video. But better to be detailed than not. I'm sure I've played something like this before and it's been updated. I remember making a video on this before, which is obviously yet to come out at the time of making this. I think this is just like a more improved version of it, which is super nice. Power must be turned on. 1,000? Oh my god, thanks. Well, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash the like button if you haven't already, and guys, I'll see you in the next video, and as always, peace.